And it said, "Oh, honey, like we're over her. We want nothing to do with Jennifer Aydin." So this is coming from a high up PR person at Bravo. Sent this to my friend, and my friend showed me, "Oh, honey, this ain't our problem. We don't got a PR nightmare. Um, she's fired. Like she ain't our problem. She'll never work on this network again." Probably, I believe it's true. Personally, I've been saying that forever. I don't know for a fact. Make no mistake, though, this isn't what got her, fired from her job, allegedly, supposedly. She wasn't coming back anyway. We're having Andy saying the whole thing is being rebooted. That's the rumor with all new girls. And even if now they're not sure and they put it on pause, even if they bring some of the other people back, which is possible, she was not going back. That's my opinion. I will die on that hill. So just make no mistakes. This didn't get her fired. She was already fucking fired. Okay. In my opinion. Danielle Cabral spoke out. Danielle Cabral. I mean, do you blame Danielle Cabral? Now, a lot of you, it's very interesting. A lot of you, tree huggers, I see some tree huggers in the back, and you guys have been very nice to you this year. I mean, granted, we're only like, 11 days into the year. I've been very nice to you guys, but uh, Danielle Cabral has spoken out, and you can't blame her. She said, "What a piece of shit this woman is." She called Jennifer a piece of shit. What a piece of shit this woman is. She's showing her true colors. She said the trash has taken itself out. And she said, "Listen, can you imagine how hard it is to deal with this trash and to be gaslit?" To know that I was right and to have to be gaslit by this bitch as if I was the crazy one and I was that. I understand you tree huggers. There's a lot of people that are split down the middle on this. Not everyone is. A lot of people are not Team Jennifer, but a lot of you are not Team Danielle either on this one. You think she threw the thing and do, and you think she's violent. I get it. But, and even in the comments after Danielle said this, now I'm Team Danielle on this. She said, like, people were not in favor of Danielle, but I like this Danielle. And I love the food. I love John and Rachel. Love, love, love. Um, but Danielle spoke out, "You piece of trash. I'm sorry. I've been keeping it in and I keep it to myself, but I have to, speak. And I've been patient. And if you're just patient, someone will expose themselves and a leopard never changes its spots. And the trash took itself out. And this right here, people, is an actual piece of shit." So I know you tree huggers may not agree with that. You still think Cabral is violent, but I like her, and you can't blame her for speaking out against Aydin in this particular capacity. Man, we have a lot. We have a lot to get to. God, we're gonna have to do a whole nother show on Jennifer Aydin. But here's another thing I just want to say. Andy Cohen, the Andy of it all, Andy has spoken. Again, she wasn't going to come back to New Jersey, in my opinion, anyway. But Andy has spoken out, and he is just like disgusted. He said, "This is what I would call a self-inflicted wound." Granted, my friend who knows the PR people, she used to work in PR at Bravo. She's sending me this text where it's like, "Girl, this ain't our problem. We've washed our hands of this a long time ago. Everyone at Bravo can't stand this woman. We're embarrassed for her." That has nothing to do with Andy because, I mean, he's not in PR. But Andy on his radio show said, "This is what I call a self-inflicted wound." And, she did this to herself. And he said, really, what we talked about on our Tuesday show this week in the afternoon, like, even if you feel this, like, what went through your mind that you uploaded the video? I understand you were pissed off. I understand you were angry. Again, I use the example. I don't get angry waiting in lines for things. I just don't. I really don't. If I'm meeting you out and we're at the hottest restaurant in New York City and it's Saturday night, I'm in such a good mood. And they're like, "We know you had a dinner reservation for 8. Your table," we're like backed up even with your reservation for like an hour because we have bad news for you. Jay-Z and Beyonce just got here and we don't give a fuck about you, Yontef. We bumped you for them. And that corner is SJP and Matthew Broderick. And I guess I'm really assembling an interesting cast of characters here, aren't I? When I think of New York, I think of Jay-Z and Beyonce and SJP. But anyway, just sit at the bar. First, have a round on us. I'd be like, "I have to wait an hour for my fucking table. My reservation was at 8. I wouldn't care. When I'm in an Uber and I want to get home and I get car sick from being in Ubers, I'm like, I hate slow drivers. We all have our thing, but I don't get angry. I would never post a video. I would never say I could buy you 10 times over. So I agree with Andy on this. Even if you're upset, what made you post it? It's a self-inflicted wound. You did this to yourself. So who knows who knows where who knows who the PR person is that my friend sent me that said this. I'm very interested. It's just bad behavior. Same as Karen Huger. It's do you know who I am? I'm a celebrity. I'm Thomas Jefferson's concubine. I'm the grand dame. I could buy you 10 times. All of it is just disgusting, disgusting talk. And we still have to cover a lot of more of this because she gave an interview and Margaret's speaking out. So we're going to have to come back and do another mini show. But I just want to say one thing as we kind of wrap up here. Uh, you're not friends with my friend Renee Graziano, okay? Renee over there from Staten Island, who, I mean, do you know, since we're saying, do you know who I am? Do you know who her father is? Karen Gravano. Do you know who her father is? These are the real mob wives, okay? There are real people that grew up in, the Gambino and the Lucchese crime family. When she goes into this mode, this Jennifer Aydin, when she speaks like, don't start, no, won't be none. Baby girl, you are a a little girl, spoiled, who has no experience. She has no experience in the real world. Girl, again, I don't wish harm on you. You have no experience in the real world, the harsh realities of the real world. Now, there are people whose children might be listening to this with them who are, 17, 14. You guys may not have any, experience the harsh pain of the real world too. You really shouldn't. You're kids. Hold on to that innocence. But this is a 47-year-old woman. Girl, you've never had death. You've never lost a child. You've never seen, your mother on her deathbed. Like you have such a charmed life. Good for you, girl. But what are you doing speaking as if you're like a member of the Gambino family, hanging out with my friend Renee Graziano? Girl, yeah, there's not a tough bone in your body. So give up the accent. Give it up. Won't start one, won't be none. If someone said boo to you and they were really a scary person, girl, you would run for the fucking hills. You'd be under your mother's goddamn bed. You'd be so fucking scared. So let's just put that in perspective, okay? Jennifer Aydin, big tough guy over there. Love you all. Love you all. We're going to do three quick hits this week. Remember, I said we'd probably do three. We're going to do three. I got more to say on this. Love you all. Those are my updated thoughts. Hope you're having a great day, everyone. I am. And I'm in LA. So, yeah, it's been interesting. At one point, I thought I was going to have to evacuate, but I haven't. But others have, lots of friends have lost their homes. So, everyone be safe. Let's have a safe, good year. Let's have a good year. Come on. I want 2025 to be a good year. Please. Love you all. Bye.